Hello guys, Colin here. Today we're going to take a look at the Metal Muff by Electro-Harmonix. This has been a highly requested video and it's been made possible by my generous supporters over on Patreon. Thank you all for reaching the funding goal and making this a reality. As the name suggests, this is a high gain distortion pedal with a fuzz element to it. It has an active 3-band EQ and top boost which kicks in a whole lot more high end for ear-piercing savagery. This pedal is total chaos. It's extreme filth from top to bottom. I was fully expecting to hate this pedal in much the same way as I do the Boss Metal Zone, but this far surpasses the MT2 in both usability and sounds. While the fuzziness might mean this is technically not as refined, that extra grit and filth really does lend itself to the nasty, thick distortion sound you'd expect to hear from extreme metal genres. Furthermore, that EQ section, while being incredibly powerful, able to cut and boost frequencies wildly, never falls outside the realm of usability. This remains controllable throughout, yielding a majority of sounds you can actually utilise. The top boost feature is almost overkill for a pedal that's already bursting with gain and high end. Kicking this on pushes the top end hard, adding extra fizziness and tightening up that bass. Great for if you want soaring leads, but I like to think of this as the black metal setting. It works best if you roll back on the treble EQ control just slightly to compensate. The Metal Muff is a prime example of why scooping mids will get your sound lost amidst other instruments. When you roll back on that mids control, it coincides with a massive drop in volume, so make sure you keep the mids above halfway. As far as metal distortion pedals go, this one's not bad. It's aggressive, ugly and lo-fi in all the ways you'd want it. Now, would I recommend this as something to use to get your core sound when playing live? Most likely not, not unless you're in a black or death metal band where destroyed guitar sounds are part of what you do. A good high gain amp is still going to sound much better than this pedal, and that's really where you should focus your investment. However, if you are playing at home and have an amp that doesn't do high gain well, then I honestly can't think of a more enjoyable dirt box for you to bludgeon your ears with. It's got a very unique sound, which is absolutely brimming with chunky, saturated tones. That top boost gives you an almost two pedals in one vibe, and it's much cheaper than other less good pedals with metal in their name. I'd pick one of these up, if just for a bit of fun. Once again, thank you to the people over at Patreon for supporting and making this a reality. If you want to get involved in the Patreon community and see exclusive secret stuff, then there's a button over there you can click to find out more. You can also subscribe if you like this video and want to see more content as it comes out, and there's other videos you might not have seen. But that's all for just now, guys. Keep it loud, and I'll see you later. Yeah, so not even a single muff diving joke in sight.